Hey there, happy St. Patrick's Day today. Can't really see my green shirt. It is green though. All about green this week is our big motto, and you've seen maybe the post yesterday. I asked about your favorite green vegetables. We're not talking about all colored food dye, cakes and muffins and cookies. No, we want to talk about green vegetables, right? So much more good for you and yummy. They can be super yummy. So let me know what your favorite green vegetables are on the post yesterday. Post it there and I will give you the nutritional profile and what it's good for, so that we all feel better that we're eating our green veggies, okay? So I'm looking forward to that, and hit me with your favorites, okay? And also, how's your walking coming along? For our March walking challenge, it's here, walk daily. And I have to be honest with you, I super enjoy going for a walk every day. And now that it's getting a little warmer here in Eastern Ontario, I'm really looking forward to those spring-like fresh air, clean air walks. They're so good for you. There are like tons of benefits to walking. And I hope you join me this month and beyond in walking every day and do something to nourish our soul and our body. Okay, and don't forget to post on the on the thread on Saturdays about your walking challenge, and let's just cheer each other on and help each other out there when it comes to our physical and mental well-being. And I also wanted to ask you if you saw my free guides from last week. Many of you have approached me and said that they struggle with staying motivated, staying on track, losing stamina in a long-term goal, and really how to make this successful. So I have listened and I've created a free downloadable guide for you on how you stay motivated and how to really establish and keep those healthy habits that move you forward. So if this is something you struggle with, go back in the posts and look where it is. I believe it was Thursday or Tuesday last week, and download this free guide for you. And it really, really will help you with anything, no matter what your goal is. Even if you don't have a health goal, you have something else, a work goal or a life goal, you can apply all of these things for various goals as well. So it's posted here in the group. Check it out. All right, this was my housekeeping and my recap of what's happening in this group this week. So let's dive into the topic, how to prepare healthy food for the whole family every single day. Boy, there's so much to say that I can't put it all in this one video. You would have to listen to me for hours, and you probably don't have time for this. So I'm just picking out a few basic things that I want to talk to you about to get you started. So if we're cooking for a family, meaning we're cooking for more than one person, if it's just us, it's usually much easier to do it. It's not that difficult. We have our preferences, we know what to do. But what do we do if we cook for several people? And for those of you who have kids, you might have picky eaters, half of the things they don't want to eat. Every single person has a different preference. This person likes this food, the other one doesn't. And if you're a parent, you kind of know what I'm talking about. There can be endless challenges, also like time for yourself to cook your meals, also time if the other family members maybe are not available to join you for mealtime. You might be out of ideas what to cook. You kind of get bored that you do the same stuff over and over. You're a little frustrated. Anything can happen when it comes to cooking and meal planning. And it's coming every single day. It's nothing that we do once a week. No, every single day we have to eat, and we have to think about what are we eating, how are we feeding our family. And I don't want you guys to feel that this is a chore and that it's frustrating, because it really does not have to be. Okay, it can be super relaxing and super fun. And so if I haven't mentioned your challenge here or your frustration, please post it below. Let me know what you're struggling with, and then I can help you out there, because it is so important that we make this a success. We have to eat every single day. We want to stay healthy. We want to get healthy. So we do really have to master this to feed us and ourselves in a good way, in a sustainable way, and so that we're not stressed, we're not freaking out, and we're not frustrated every single day. Shall we? Okay, so just looking at my notes here, because there are a ton of notes here that I want to talk about today. So it's really, so the first thing I want to mention, it's really about cultivating your meal times. Okay, this is nothing you just kind of sneak in the day. No, it's really cultivating this culture of eating together at a table. You know, the whole family comes together, and everybody needs to be on board. This needs to be a time that's super valuable, that is important, and you really do have to cultivate this. And this is also educational for your kids. You have to establish some rules, like, for example, no TV, no phones, you know, during mealtime. And once you choose to make this a very valuable family time, where everybody's on board that this is important, everybody comes together, things go way easier from there. Okay, so establish a really good mealtime routine. And it does not just need to be dinner. For example, on weekends, if you have the chance and the time that everyone's home, make every mealtime a time where everyone comes together and sits at the table. All right, the more meals you can accomplish that way, the better it is for everyone. So and I wanted to say it works very well with younger kids, so train them on early. When they still listen to you, you know, and they do what you say, always make sure everyone sits at the table together. And then also as they become older and they become teenagers, they still know that it's important to come and sit together, right? That's the first rule for making mealtime a success. And it also actually helps you to eat healthier foods, because nobody's just grabbing something randomly out of the fridge and sitting down on the couch or in the room, because that really is the challenge, because you usually don't grab something healthy out of the fridge if you disappear somewhere to watch your TV. It's usually something that is more sugary, more snacky, more, you know, not so valuable calories. And then it really gets harder to get back to a very good routine. Okay, so that was rule number 1. So once you establish this rule, figure out how you want to get organized around this whole cooking and meal planning thing. You have to decide, and this is really a personal decision. Do you want to do meal prep on weekends and then you have it all prepared for the week, or you want to do it day by day, or you want to cook in batches so you have a few days covered? It really depends on what you would like to do and also on your time. Take into consideration your schedule and the schedule of your family. Are there days when people are not together at meal times due to activities, or you have something, or you're working late? So figure out what days are a little bit more critical and which days you have a little bit more time to cook something proper. And that all, you know, all of this influences how you set yourself up. On those days, for example, where you know you don't have a whole lot of time, or it's going to get stressful if you would attempt to cook something elaborately, use something like a slow cooker, or eat leftovers that day. Cook more the previous day so that you're covered and you just need to heat it up. You know, so all of these things are really, really good tips. But you have to be aware of them. And you have to schedule it, okay? So don't get yourself surprised and caught up in something and then resorting to snacks or being just frustrated because it didn't happen. It does not need to be that way, all right? So find common ground with your family on which foods and which dishes they like. I, for example, with my family, I have 2 young kids and a husband. I did a little survey with them, and I collected 5 dishes and 5 foods that my family members liked and that they enjoy eating. So I have like 15, not quite 15 recipes, but about 15 recipes that, all of them would like to eat. And that's always my fallback list. When I really ran out of time or something didn't go as planned, I fall back on those lists, and I know that I make my family happy. And also for those meals, always make sure you have the ingredients on hand at all times. Consider this to be like staples in your house and replace them as soon as you run out. So this is really the safest way to always be able to cook something quick when you need to, and you will never experience the ingredients missing. Learn to replace single ingredients if a family member doesn't want to eat them, or serve them separately. Learn these skills, these very tiny little skills that are so lifesavers, that everyone will enjoy what you cooked. That is super, super important. And if you're a little bit overwhelmed with this task, if you say that I don't really know how to make one meal for everybody, but replace something or separate something out, you can really reach out to me. This is my jam. This is what I can help you with. And you can also sign up for my meal planning service, where I do all the planning for you according to what you would like and what your family likes. All healthy, of course. So if you feel like this is a little bit too stressful for you to plan all of this on a weekly basis, I can get you started. You can try it out on a month-by-month basis, and you can quit anytime once you get the hang of it. Because I do all the planning for you, and you only need to go and shop the foods and prepare the meals, but you don't have to do all the preparation and the guesswork. And also the good thing about that is that not only does it save you time that you would otherwise spend on doing it yourself, but you also get to experience new foods that maybe you haven't been eating yet, or new dishes that you never have put together in that way. So you expand your repertoire and you expose yourself and your family to a variety of new foods which benefit your health, because you diversify what you're eating, which is a really, really good and important thing. And you might actually find something new that you very much enjoy, and your family staple list can increase that way as well. And then also learn to how dynamically work with these plans to swap certain foods according to tastes and likings, and improvise when you're missing ingredients. This is now we're moving into skill set. So once you've established a certain skill set, you can work with anything you have at any point, and nothing ever needs to be stressful. That's really what I want for you. I want you to master this so that mealtime is not a problem, and mealtime is not a chore, and it's actually something fun and something that you're looking forward to each and every day. And this is my exact blueprint, what I use for my family. It worked for me, and I'm a very busy person, but so it works, it's sustainable, it's fun, and I know it can work for you too, okay? It really breaks my heart when I hear people say, oh my God, mealtime is such a chore, and I hate it, and I hate cooking, and I hate all of those hate things, I've heard it all, and it really breaks my heart, because it does not need to be that way, and I don't want this for you. So I hope you check out my meal planning offer if this is something that interests you and that you think could benefit you from getting started and getting better around this topic. I will post the link to the page down here below in the comments. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, just please leave a comment with me, or I want to know more, whatever. Leave me something nice, and I will hook you up with the link where you can get more information, how you can get signed up for this and try it out. Because this really is a very good jumpstart for you to get this topic tackled once and for all. Because this is really a lifetime skill. It's a lifetime skill. Once you know how to do it once, you never unlearn these things. Okay, so that's the good thing about it. You can go and work from there with it, and you know how to do it. And that will be a lifesaver for the rest of your life, literally a lifesaver, So don't wait, get started and get rid of your frustration about picky eaters, about meal planning, about cooking, about, preferences. All of this does not need to be your reality anymore moving forward. So also I want to tell you, make sure to check this group regularly, because I do have great resources for you coming next week that you don't want to miss. And if you have any questions regarding this, or you want to talk further, please drop me a line. I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right. So thank you so much for watching live. We had a few people watching. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for everyone who's watching the replay. And if you have friends and family who would benefit from being part of this awesome group, please invite them. Let us grow and, share the good stuff with each other. All right. Have a great week, everyone. And I will see you next week. Bye.